Hey, it's Mike over at fishyourassoff.com, and today what I want to cover is a question that I hear a lot. Should you use snap swivels? You know, snap swivel, barrel swivel on the front of your lures to make it so you can take lures on and add off more quickly and effectively. And it's a yes or no question, and the answer is no. Don't do that. There are very few exceptions to that rule too. You will definitely get less bites when you're fishing snap swivels and a lure than if you just had a straight leader tied to that lure. It's just a fact. You're going to get more hits. Sure, you will save time, but I'm going to show you math behind what I'm talking about, why it doesn't make a difference. You should always tie your lures. Retie your lure. Just do it. Retie it. Don't put that big ugly thing on the front of that. And I'm going to show you an exception that I use. I do use snap swivels for one reason only. And here it is. This is one of my favorite lures for catching black-tip sharks and tarpon off the beach. Right here. It's an 8-inch pencil popper. It used to have a treble hook here and a treble hook there. And I take the front treble hook off. Well, I actually take both treble hooks off. You're not allowed to fish with treble hooks when you're going for sharks anyways. So just know that. That's a rule. You get in trouble for that. But I do that and I add this big bulky, that's like a 9/0 or a 10/0 circle hook on the back. And the reason I do this is because you just can't get, I just don't want to try to get a lure out of the big huge mouth of a shark or a tarpon. So I'd rather miss the fish and just have this one hook if I'm going to catch them that's going to hook them right in the corner of their mouth versus you know, harming the fish. But because I've taken these lures off and modified this, when it sits in the water, when I pop it, it's like this, a very poor presentation in the water. Very poor presentation in the water. So I've added this snap swivel to the front, really just to add more weight to the front. So instead of sitting like this in the water, it sits more like this in the water. I mean, it's not perfect like it's supposed to be, but it's better than it would be because I've added this extra weight there. It's just there to add weight. It's not there to take them on and off more quickly. I just want, so if you have a situation where you modify something like this, and this is a lure that I'm only going to be using, I'm reeling it really fast. It's going to be a first light or last light or a crappy day like today where it's cloudy, maybe the water's murky, where I'm really just going for a reaction bite. The fish feels the vibration / hears it because it rattles and just goes up and attacks it without really examining it too closely. So this is what this bait is for, all right? So that's like my only one exception when I'll use a snap swivel is for this. But the answer to all other instances is no. It doesn't take that long to tie a knot. So look how much prettier this presentation is. This is something I also use to catch tarpon and big snook and stuff off the beach, and that's a 100-pound leader. But look how much better presentation that is than a big clunky piece of metal hanging off the front of it. Much better presentation. That's a loop knot. A loop knot should not take you more than 30 seconds to tie. A fisherman's knot or a clinch knot, whatever they're called. They're called a million different things. A Palomar knot. All these different knots that you're going to tie, a uni knot, that you're going to tie to a lure should not take you more than 30 seconds to tie them. If they do, you need to practice more. So let's say that if you're using a snap swivel, it takes you 5 or 10 seconds to grab the new one and put it on there and then snap it, all right? So let's say, I'm going to show you my little mathematical formula here. So let's say 20 seconds extra to tie a knot. It shouldn't be that much, but let's say it is. 20 seconds extra, you got to retie 9 times. Maybe you're fishing for, I don't know, bluefish or Spanish mackerel and you're getting your lures cut off a lot. So you got to retie a lot. So 20 seconds times 9 reties is 180 seconds. 180 seconds is 3 minutes. You're fishing all day and you only took 3 extra minutes because you weren't using a snap swivel and you tied your lures on there. That's not a lot of time savings, and I guarantee you got less hits if you had a snap swivel, because it's too clunky and looks stupid to any fish that you're fishing for, unless it's like in dirty water or something like that, where it's pure reaction strike. So the answer to the question is a definite no. Should I use snap swivels? You should not. You should not when you're fishing with lures, unless you've modified your bait and you need the light and the water a little bit better. That's really the only reason. And I might be costing myself bites by using this. I don't really know. I haven't done an A/B testing for it, but it looked stupid in the water, so I added it so it would be in the water a little bit better when I was reeling it. So that's a question I get all the time, so I wanted to answer that question. Snap swivels. No. Even when you're fishing with dead bait, I wouldn't do it either. It's just, you just don't want more on there, you want less. You want less when you're fishing out there. You're gonna get more bites without a snap swivel, especially with lures. That's it, that's what I wanted to cover today. So until next time, we'll see you then. All right, bye-bye.